Here we are in Australia, one of the countries that's most vulnerable to climate change in the world, and our government is spending hundreds of millions of dollars to subsidise gas production and gas exploration. At precisely the time the rest of the world is saying we need to move away from gas and coal, our government is spending our money subsidising gas production and gas exploration. It doesn't get dumber and it doesn't get nastier for future generations. We're literally subsidising the gas that's going to cause the climate change that's going to cause us harm. Hi, I'm Richard Dennis, Chief Economist at the Australia Institute. Have you ever noticed that Conservative governments always talk a lot about free markets and free enterprise and not wanting to interfere in the market, but then they go and shovel enormous amounts of money onto their friends in the fossil fuel industry? There's no clearer example of this than in Australia at the moment, the so-called gas-fired recovery or gas-led recovery that we're supposed to be having in Australia. To be clear, during the COVID crisis, employment in the gas industry actually fell. So if the gas industry was leading us anywhere, it was leading us backwards, not forwards. But let's look forwards. Let's forget about the fact that employment fell in the gas industry during the COVID crisis. Here we are with the economy growing strongly again, and the government's still talking about gas-led recovery, and it still wants to shovel enormous amounts of our money onto the gas industry. Now, the latest way to subsidise the gas industry is to build so-called gas roads in the Northern Territory. I know, we've always been wondering what a gas road is. Well, a gas road is just a way for us, the taxpayer, to lower the cost of building new gas facilities in the Northern Territory. So there are private sector companies that want to suck gas out of the ground, they want to frack for gas in the Northern Territory, and part of the cost of sucking that gas out of the ground is to obviously put things like roads in place so they can drive out to where they want to mine the gas. But hey, us taxpayers are going to build those roads for them. We're also spending tens of millions of dollars to help the gas industry explore for more gas at precisely the point in world history that the rest of the world is saying we need to move away from gas and coal and fossil fuels. So here we are in Australia saying we've got a small L Liberal government that is into free markets and doesn't like subsidising renewable energy, yet at precisely the same time, it's shoveling $200 million into so-called gas roads and another $50 million into exploring for more gas that the world says it doesn't need. Well, here's a crazy idea. What if we didn't spend the money making gas cheaper to explore for and didn't spend the money making gas cheaper to extract and just spent the same amount of money on renewables and batteries and the energy sources that we need and the world wants? Crazy talk, I know, but the only thing stopping the government from doing that is the fact that they think people like you don't know about it. So if you don't want your government to spend your money subsidising gas, let the government know, let your friends know, share this video if you want to. The government's betting that you won't.